gentlemen, how are you? So that was one of our two pieces tonight whose emphasis is on autism. Connecticut Theater Dance Company is a professional dance company with a social conscience. And people keep saying to me, I don't know what that means. When you leave here tonight, you should ask more questions. You should think about what you saw, maybe how you felt, and then make a difference. Make a change. Be a role model. This year, we've decided to focus our attention on autism awareness. And tonight, I have the privilege of introducing to you Robin Hammond from Clasp Homes, who'll give you a brief description about how her agency is able to help children and adults in our local community. Please help me welcome Robin Hammond.
Thank you, Michelle. Isn't this a fabulous show tonight? We're here around for Michelle. My name is Robin Hammond, and I'm the Development Director of Clasp Homes. And Clasp Homes serves men and women with autism and developmental disabilities in group homes and apartments. And we actually have 4 group homes right here in Westport. We've been serving adults with autism and developmental disabilities since 1982. We have homes in Fairfield, Easton, Wilton, Trumbull, Stratford, Bridgeport, and Norwalk, and they're homes just like yours and mine. And we strive for our homes to be just like yours and mine because the people who live with us, they're our family and we're their family. We also have a Clasp Community Center, which is our day program, which is thriving in Fairfield, and we're about to expand it. And we're buying a building in a couple of weeks, and we're going to be having more music, more cooking, and more dance programs. Not as grand as this scale, but it's going to allow our residents to have the opportunity to experience some of these things that Michelle's students are experiencing. When we started 35 years ago, no one even knew the word autism. But as we grew, we realized that many of the people we served were on the spectrum. They, out of necessity, ended up being our teachers. We were all puzzled by some of the way our folks responded to the world. We now know how each of these unusual behaviors were attempts at communication. We've become much better listeners in this process. Because so many young people are being identified as on the spectrum, most likely everyone in this room knows somebody who has a family member walking on this mysterious journey. We at Clasp are doing our best to offer these individuals living with us the support and opportunities they need to live a happy and a meaningful life. Part of our mission is to spread the word in our local communities that having any sort of label, including autism, does not mean that you can't make friends, have a job, enjoy your hobbies, and live a long, meaningful life. One of the ways we facilitate that is also by enhancing our day program, which, as I told you, we're enlarging now. Clasp is a private agency, but we're also funded by the state. But as you can imagine, like most nonprofits, we're grossly underfunded, and we rely on our fundraising to keep our level of service really high. We have our biggest fundraiser coming up in a couple months, actually in a couple weeks. It's the Taste of Westport, which is going to be on May 3rd at the Westport Inn. And all of the money we raise at that benefit goes directly to the 85 men and women that we serve with autism and developmental disabilities. So I hope that I'm going to see a bunch of you there on May 3rd. And again, I want to thank Michelle and the Connecticut Dance Theater Company for having us. Thank you very, very much. We're honored to have been able to speak here. Thank you.